Your kids are watching you accept less every single day, and they're learning that's what men do. You think you're keeping the peace, you think you're being flexible, you think you're choosing your battles, but what you're really doing is teaching your children that standards are negotiable, that excellence is optional, that mediocrity is acceptable if it's convenient. Look at what you've been tolerating, the disrespect at work that you swallow because you need the paycheck, the half effort from your kids that you excuse because you're too tired to push back, the excuses you make for yourself that you'd never accept from anyone else, the screen time that's stolen your presence, the body you've let decay, the marriage you've let go cold. Every time you tolerate something beneath your standard, you don't just accept it once, you set a new floor, and that floor becomes your ceiling. Your kids don't need a perfect father, they need a father with a spine. They need to see what non-negotiable looks like. They need to watch you hold a line when it's hard, because the world will test them, and if all they've seen is you bending, they'll break. You want to know why you're stuck? Look at what you've been willing to live with, the excuses you've normalized, the standards you've lowered, the comfort you've chosen over growth. Every man has a threshold, a point where he says enough. But most men never find it because they keep moving it lower. They keep adjusting to the temperature of the water while it boils them alive. Your tolerance is your prison, and you're the one who built it. One compromise at a time, one excuse at a time, one rationalization at a time. Stop tolerating the decay in your body, in your mind, in your marriage, in your fatherhood. The moment you raise your standard is the moment everything shifts. Not tomorrow, not when conditions are perfect. Right now, because your kids are building their blueprint from your behavior. And if you tolerate weakness in yourself, you're teaching them to tolerate it in themselves. If you tolerate disrespect, they'll accept it as normal. If you tolerate mediocrity, they'll aim for average. This isn't about perfection. This is about the line you won't cross, the standard you won't drop, the version of yourself you refuse to betray. You know what you've been letting slide. You know the conversations you've been avoiding. You know the discipline you've been postponing. You know the father you're capable of being versus the one you've been showing up as. The gap between those two men is filled with everything you've tolerated. Every exceptional father you admire got there the same way. They stopped accepting less from themselves. They stopped making excuses. They stopped waiting for permission to become who they needed to be. They raised the standard and defended it like their legacy depended on it, because it does. Your ceiling isn't built by your potential, it's built by your tolerance. And you've been building it too low for too long. Today you decide what you won't tolerate anymore. Not because it's easy, but because your kids are watching. And the man they become starts with the man you're willing to be. Raise the standard, defend it, become unmovable. This is SuperDad Activated, a brotherhood of fathers who stopped tolerating weakness and started building legacy. Join us at superdadactivated.com, because the ceiling you've been hitting is the floor we're building from.